Nikolai reviews Nollywood.
Hi, you guys, and thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Nikolai Reviews Nollywood. Today, I'm going to be reviewing a Nigerian movie called Farmer's Bride. Farmer's Bride is a story by Osung Romanus. Osung also produced the movie and did the costume. It's directed by Taller Tai Balogun as well. Main actors include Paul Sambo, Esther Odu, Sunny Williams, and Alfred Baker Mebejumi. To summarize the movie for you guys, it's based in a rural setting. Paul is in search of a farmer's bride, so he posts an ad in the newspaper. A farmer's bride is basically someone who's going to be primarily focused on farming activities, taking care of him, and taking care of his household as well. Esther responds to this ad and comes down to live with and marry Paul. They go through a lot of struggles together because they're both faced with a lot of past unresolved issues, in their past. And they figure out a way to help each other with that. Overall, the movie was, I just didn't like it. I did not like. I think I only liked one thing about this movie, and it was that the setting was very realistic. It was very believable. The setting, it was in a deserted area. Esther was a little bit startled at the fact that it was basically as stated in the newspaper. Deserted, wasn't really a lot of things going on, and it made me believe that, Paul really is dedicated to farming and really wanted a farmer's bride. That would be the only thing that I liked. I didn't like a lot of things. Yet again, I don't know why I keep on watching movies I don't like. This movie just did not cut it. I have a bunch of things to talk about. So, first off, there was a lot of unnecessary screaming and shouting in this movie. There were various scenes where Paul was giving me so much voice and volume, I couldn't take it anymore. I had to fast forward a little bit because he was just yelling. And Esther too was yelling and crying and screaming. I was like, whoa, this is not supposed to be a thriller. It's a drama, but I'm getting a little scared. You guys, I did not like that. I did not like as well that the scenes didn't really add up with one another. I wish they gave us a little bit of a background in various situations that were going on, but they would just say, this happened or that happened, and I'm like, how? If you told us a little bit more about how that happened, I would actually enjoy this movie, but I was just lost a lot of times during the entire movie. Next, the afros. I don't know why in the world Paul Sambo was wearing an afro. Esther had an afro too, and two other people as well. I don't know if it was to make us really believe the whole village setting, but I really don't know a village where people have such afros and they're all the same length. They're all the same size. But it was so weird. I didn't get the whole afro thing. Yeah. Next, there was a part where Paul was eating as well. I get the whole, we're in the village, we're farmers, we don't eat, well or as clean as other people do. But come on now. We had soup all up in Paul's beard once. I was like, ew, why? Ugh. No. There were a lot of prolonged scenes during the movie where it was just either Paul or Esther doing one thing for such a long period of time, and I was waiting thinking, maybe it's going to lead up to, it led up to nothing. Just a scene where you're hearing music, but the music too was an epic fail. They had a lady singing an awkward song throughout the entire movie. Did not like it. Please, we need to work on that. No. Just a lot of things weren't working well together. Those prolonged scenes especially just wasted time. It wasn't doing anything for you. It wasn't doing anything for me. Just adding extra minutes to the movie that was unnecessary. if we can have a movie be an hour and 30 minutes long, let's do it. Why must we a lot of times shoot for 2 hours or more when there's no need to? I'm trying not to give it an F. So a D- is what I would give it. I would say the overall message would be not to lie. Lying isn't good for anyone. It only complicates matters and makes things worse. Almost 100% of the time, someone else is going to find out that you were lying. So just don't lie. That's what I would say. Thanks to you guys for watching. Do stay tuned for more reviews on my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. By the way, I watched this movie on NIKOLAIREVIEWSNOLLYWOOD.com.